Good day, ladies and gents. I am Lexi, and it's my partner in crime, Lamont, and we did our project on international aid in America. And what we did was travel around San Diego and look at different organizations.
So our first place that we went was the International Aid Foundation that's located down on Rosecrans. We read about them on the website, but it was just like a brief thing about them. And their office is 3266 and a half Rosecrans Street.
Is that half?
Yeah, this is the half. And then when we got there, we noticed that there's like nothing there. They moved out, they abandoned, but on their website they didn't change nothing. Like on the website, it still has that address, so they're like nowhere to be found. I guess MIA.
Yeah, that really bited. But so, after that, we went to City College because Lamont's cousin, I guess he had an organization in his school. But unfortunately, his cousin somehow didn't make it, so we didn't get to go there. So we were really, it was kind of a bummer. But finally, we went to Invisible Children, and when we got there, we were really excited because we'd never been there before, and we were pumped on what we were about to see. And so after we saw what floor we were going to get on, we got on that floor and pressed the button. And we were going up, and our hearts were pumping. And it was just an amazing experience. Just didn't know what to expect.
So when we got there, you see that girl in the left-hand corner named Jenna. She gave us a tour. Like when we got there, she was like, "Oh, I don't know what to do with you guys," so she's like, "I'll just give you guys a tour." So she took us through their main, on the right picture, where they do all their database entry and the financing and all that stuff. And then, oh yeah, and that one, when they recruit a roadie, they bong that thing, bang, and then people shout out stuff that they recruited new people and stuff. And yeah, and that cost a lot.
Oh, and this is one of the roadies. Roadies, if you guys didn't get, were just people that they recruited for Invisible Children. And this is the person that we interviewed for what Invisible Children is and what they do. And in just a second, we'll have a few clips of him explaining.
3 young guys from San Diego ended up in Africa in the middle of the longest running war on the African continent. It's been going on since 1985, and about 30,000 and 60,000 kids have been abducted and forced to fight as child soldiers or become child sex slaves, essentially. And so these 2 guys made a film about it, and they've been spreading the story ever since. We're a non-profit organization. We do work here and try to raise awareness, first of all, and then also to raise money to send to the ground in northern Uganda, where we do educational and economic development.
We had a few seconds left.
So as you know, Invisible Children, they do many fundraisers and stuff to raise money and send children to Africa. Not send children, to send kids in Africa to school. And then so one other project is mend, and you see those bags. And then so those bags, all these 13 women are escapees from the LRA, and they don't want to go back into the community, so they make these bags, and each bag has their name on it. And if you go to the website, it gives you a biography about them. But each bag that they sell, the person that made it, the money goes to them to help their children go to school and to buy cattle food. And this is Mona Lily. She's one of the people, one of the women that escaped from the LRA. And yeah, she escaped from there. The next is coming up.
Yeah, and all of them have really pulling stories that really crazy.
And then so Mona Lily, she was abducted when she was 13, and she was forced into pregnancy, and she had a daughter, and then one day in Africa they were ambushed and she was shot, and then her leg never healed correctly. So it's really.
Yeah, all right. So a lot of these, again, they have children, and this is her kid, Scovia, age 11, and if you purchase that bag, like all that money is going towards this child to send her to school and get an education and go somewhere in life.
No, we're not done yet. Okay, so in our school, HHI, we have a club named HHI for Africa, and we meet every Tuesdays after lunch, and it's like a way to like broaden your mind in Africa. And then this summer we're going to Uganda, not Uganda, go where we?
Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda. And then it's like it just helps you to broaden your mind, like to see like a different perspective.
HTHF for Africa is a club that we started here at Hightech High International last year as a way to raise awareness about issues happening in different African countries and educate people in our community. The final piece and the most important piece is to actually do something about those issues and then take action.
So just to wrap up, if you guys have any questions about any of these organizations, or if you want to know like more information, please either come talk to me, Lamont, or like any of the Hightech High for Africa people.
Or Alex. Should tell you about your